Okay, I am back here with the rest of Magma Hideout. This guy's running like insanely fast. He's by a pool of lava. He's gonna say his left ear hurts. I've got the team I want. This grunt is like a little bit annoying, but it should be like pretty much fine overall. Um, yeah, should be fine. This guy can definitely like clown on you, potentially. Um, so he starts with a Gengar. I'm gonna lead with Exeggutor and just kind of wipe this thing out with Psychic because I'm Chlorophyll, so I'm faster. Okay, now this should bring in Explode, I think. Yep. Okay. I think this is just Overheat. Just double checking real quick. It should just be Overheat. This thing has Overheat, Hyper Voice, Solar Beam, Extra Sensory. It can't Solar Beam me because I resist it. So I go to Feraligatr here. This thing doesn't have like a Quick Claw, so it's not nearly as annoying as the other Exploud in this place. That one's super annoying. Gator is seeing a lot of use in this gym in general. Not this gym, this like cave full of grunts. Alright, nice. He's working his way up to level 70. We get Arcanine coming in. Let's see what move this is. I'm pretty sure it's Solar Beam. Feels like it's Solar Beam. Okay, it could be Solar Beam, it can't be Will-O-Wisp. It could be Solar Beam or it could be Extreme Speed. I'm not always dead to Solar Beam here. I'm like usually dead to it, so it's really likely to be Solar Beam. Which is, honestly, it doesn't really matter what move it is. We're fine. Flygon can come in here on Solar Beam, tank a crit, heal out of Extreme Speed range. Okay, I decided to Extreme Speed anyways, that was less likely, and that's a lot better for me. Okay. Flygon outspeeds this Arcanine and just gets rid of it. This thing has Morning Sun and Will-O-Wisp. I decided to Extreme Speed me there, that was always allowed. Okay. And if I would have been crit by Solar Beam, it would have put me in range of another Solar Beam. So I wouldn't have been killed by Extreme Speed. There's now Claydol. This Claydol only has the move Boom. Or Explosion. It's choice banded. So I'm going to go to Gengar. As I've done on all of these kind of Pokemon. And he's gone. Now, I believe this should bait Wobbuffet. I hope it baits Wobbuffet. If it baits Exeggutor, I'm in real trouble. Okay, good. So now I should be able to just click Shadow Ball on this, and if it clicks, I two-shot it if I Shadow Ball it. If it clicks Destiny Bond, I'll just Torment it. Okay, it didn't. Yeah, this thing has Mirror Coat, Encore, Destiny Bond, and Counter, which it can't click. So now I Shadow Ball it again. I didn't kill it. It did not click Destiny Bond. It's really likely to Mirror Coat me because it's risky AI, and that move gets +4 on Wobbuffet. So Torment was just kind of a failsafe for if I needed it. Torment's a move that doesn't allow the AI to take the same move twice. So if it Destiny Bonds me one turn, it wouldn't be able to the next turn. Okay, this is now Exeggutor last, and it cannot boom. But this thing does have Swords Dance, which is like pretty annoying. It also has Bright Powder. So, yeah, not the biggest fan of this thing, definitely. But because it can't boom, it's kind of beatable in general. I might try to like, I brought Granbull on this team, like thinking I might try to like intimidate it a little bit because Ancient Power doesn't really do anything to Granbull, and it can't explode, right? I think I just go straight to Fortress, honestly. Like, it cannot do much to Fortress at all. And if it starts to, like, get Swords Dances up and stuff, and I miss my move, then I can start worrying. So now it's +2. Okay. That's not ideal, but Fortress is still completely walling this. I need to hit like one signal beam. It's going for Ancient Power. Don't boost. Thank you. And I killed it. Alright. Thank you for behaving. Okay. Yeah, that fight was easy. That Executor can be really mean if the Bright Powder starts coming into play, but it didn't, so it's fine. Or if it would have boosted there, that would have been pretty bad too. Probably. Alright. For the next fight, I've got a squad already picked out. It's substantially easier from here on out than that fight. That might be the hardest fight that I record in this video. That's my death box. Yeah, we can drop off Executor. It's not coming to this fight. Who is coming? Breloom. Yeah, in general, like the back nine of this Magma Hideout like really isn't that bad. Besides like the last two fights, which are not the easiest, but they're not the worst either. Gonna bring Crawdon out of the box. Flygon, you get to stick around. Charizard comes back for some more. I'll drop off Fortress, he's not coming. I'm bringing like a whole new team to this fight. I had to double basically Granbull's levels for it to come to that fight, and it was really only just like brought as a potential like sack slash like potential intimidator of Egg. It's kind of what I envisioned with it. Okay, let me heal up for Alligator. He's the only one who participated in the last fight. He's here. Yep. So let me just check on everything. This fight is generally like pretty easy. I'm handing out like a bunch of citrus berries, like they're candy. I will give a Lumberry to Charizard. Yep. I think that's all right now. I do need to give a couple levels to Crawdont. He's got to be level 68. This might be like the first Crawdont fight of the game, I think. Usually you get Crawdont like a lot earlier, a lot of people route for it earlier. I generally don't. I don't think Crawdont is really all that. If you don't have a Sharpedo for Maxi Split, that kind of might change my opinion, but I usually do. Just because I usually get it pretty early on. I'm way more partial to like Feraligatr. This being my first Feraligatr run, I've really enjoyed having it along. It's been really helpful, as you can see from all the videos I've recorded with it. Yeah, it's done a lot of things that Crawdont could not have done if I took this in Little Root. Okay, so no pre-damage for this, nothing like that. I pretty much just get to cruise through this fight. I'm pretty sure. Let me just make sure I have all the moves I need. Like, for example, I haven't used this Crawdon, so I'm gonna make sure it has Crunch. It definitely should, yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's just go do this. I'll use my Repel. I could get my encounter at this point. I'm pretty sure that I'm deep enough in Magma Hideout that I'm in room 4, but I'm just gonna wait. I don't think that whatever my encounter is going to matter. That's the wrong room. It's room 5. Yep, so I'm definitely in room 4 right now, which is where I'm going to get my encounter, ultimately. But I just haven't bothered to do it yet. I kind of already planned all the fights in Magma Hideout anyways, including Maxi, without it. I don't think that getting an encounter here really changes it. Changes what I'm going to do. Okay, I traced Levitate. That's cool. Gardevoir just destroys this. It's holding experience share because it's kind of under leveled. Honestly, like it doesn't need to be higher leveled, so it'll help split experience off with other people. Okay, so this should be, I think, like I want to say like Shadow Ball or something is why this came in. Yeah, it could also like attract me. No, I'm the same gender. So it will be Shadow Ball me here. I'm gonna pivot to Breloom. I'll outspeed this thing and just destroy it. It can't attract Gardevoir. That's kind of why I like the Gardevoir lead there. This thing has the moves Body Slam, EQ, Shadow Ball, and Attract. It's really not bad at all. I got my defense drop. That's like something to think about for sure. Does it matter what I bait next? I think I bait Espeon next. Espeon doesn't have any physical moves. Yeah, I'll be fine. Why did this outspeed me? What the hell? Did this quick claw me? Okay, well I don't have to worry about that now, but what the heck? Did the calc have the wrong item or something? I'm gonna look this up. Yeah, it says that this Granbull has a leftovers. Am I holding the Macho Brace still? I better not be. I swear I gave this guy a Citrus Berry. I feel like I am holding the Macho Brace. Oh god. Yeah, I am. Fuck. Alright, well that explains that. Well, never punished, I guess. I can't believe I missed that. I thought I definitely gave this guy a Citrus. Alright, well anyway, this is going to be Psychic or HP Fire. The other moves this thing has are Bite or Morning Sun. I'm going to go to Crawdaunt on that, and it's going to be fine no matter what it clicks. I prefer Psychic, obviously. Yeah, that's really nice. Okay. And now we just like click the crunch button a couple times and take this thing out. Wait, hidden power? Oh yeah, his hidden power fire. Duh. I just said that a second ago. My brain just didn't associate hidden power with HP fire. Okay. This thing I think is shell armor, I'm pretty sure. Not like it really matters, but yeah, it is shell armor. So I was never dead to any of that. No crits or anything like that. Okay, Flareon comes in. I have 103 HP after this berry procs. This thing has a quick claw, so I'm definitely just like dead to superpower or overheat, which are the two moves that it could click. It doesn't really matter which one it clicks. All it has to do is just click, you know, one of them, and it'll deal recoil to itself. So I'll bring in Feraligatr here. It's not going to get crit because it's a Feraligatr. It's a really good counter to this thing. Quick Claw generally makes Pokemon pretty demonic. This is no exception. This thing is kind of a pain. If I have arranged to kill with AP here, it has a Quick Claw, so it could go first, and if it does, it'll definitely die to AP. If I don't kill it here, it'll just die to its own recoil. Yeah, okay. Creeping up towards 70. Now we get this dumb jump bluff that can't touch grass types. So I guess I could just go to Breloom here, right? Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking, I guess. And then I'm probably gonna do what I did before and just like mute this audio and speed this up because this is gonna take a long time. I don't think this can ever. I can ever switch or proc a switch to Umbreon with any of my moves. No. I'll just, yeah, it's gonna attract me and stuff. That's cool. You do that, man. It's gonna like stun spore me, which honestly is fine by me. Like I can sit here all day and let this thing do this bullshit to me. Somehow Breloom is just him and he's just hitting through all this stuff. That's pretty funny. Wow, dude, Breloom just completely uninterested in this jump bluff physically. And fighting through paralysis. Okay, last Pokemon is Umbreon. It didn't trace anything. It's synchronized. It pretty much just like can't do anything to Charizard. It's not gonna be able to Toxic me. It probably like Mean Looks me here. Maybe this thing has like Rest, Charm, Toxic Mean Look. It's a total like joke set. I'm going to Zard because if I get Charmed, I can still like two-shot this. I just need to get it to go to sleep, pretty much. So this is a 2-shot. Umbreon is a pretty good like wall in general, but in the sun, Zard just kind of deals with it. Go, Zard, go. Okay. And Gardevoir levels up to 68, that's fine. That was a really easy fight, right? No problems there. Alright. So for Grunt 14, I can pop up in the PC again. Let me grab Gyarados. And I'll deposit this Crawdont back in the box. Grab my boy Flygon, who's also been really good in this gym in general. Or again, I keep saying gym, but this is not a gym. It's just a cave. Alright, drop that guy off. Get Exeggutor going here. I will not be needing Breloom services for the next fight. I'll hang on to Swampert. This is what my team looks like. Okay. Let me Nurse Joy up a little bit. Alright. For items... Sorry, levels. Do we need any levels? I think Egg 69 makes sense. Egg is going to want to be level 70 for Maxi soon anyways. So having his levels be a little bit higher is totally fine. In general, in this like Tate and Liza split, you kind of can push your levels pretty high because you have like a large box of Pokemon. And you bring different ones to like each fight. Like there's certain Pokemon that are really good in Magma Hideout, and a lot of those don't necessarily translate as well to like Aqua Hideout. So you kind of end up mixing up like who's coming to what fights a lot, and the level curve kind of just levels out substantially, and you can push your levels pretty high, close to the cap even though it's a really large split. It's like 20, 25% of the game or so you spend in Tate and Liza. So, okay, I think we're all ready for the next fight. Do I need any moves? I don't think so. Zardo's Flamethrower. Gardevoir definitely is fine. Gyarados Flygon. Yep. I am curious what moves my Pokemon know. Oops, I just accidentally made my screen full screen. Don't like that. Like, what moves does Gyarados know right now? Those are reasonable. Those are reasonable. Okay. Yeah, there's like a Rapidash in this fight that I wrote, like, use these 4 Pokemon to beat this Rapidash, and I was like, okay, I'm doing that. Just happens to be what I wrote. I guess I came this way. I'm like a compulsive saver in this game. I always do that. I think I came from up there, actually. I just got really turned around after that fight. Yep. This is room 6. We're 1 room away from Maxi. And we're on Grunt 14, who is generally not so bad. He's got another Smeargle lead. There's like so many of these. This thing has Explosion, Light Screen, and Spore. But it's just really slow, and I just kill this thing in the sun. It's kind of been a bog standard, just having Charizard wipe out these Smeargles. Okay, now this base Victory Bell. Charizard does not outspeed this thing. This thing is like real fast. One thing that's nice, so this has Solar Beam, HP Rock, Gunk Shot, and Weather Ball Fire. It's going to bait HP Rock, which is why Charizard is such a good lead, because HP Rock is the best move by far for Gardevoir to switch into. And it traces Chlorophyll, so now it outspeeds this Victory Bell. And it's going to one-shot it with Psychic. Yeah, Trace Gardevoir is so good for these like chlorophyll victory bells that are in Sun. It's a really good counter. I've never really had a Trace Gardevoir before. I've had like so many good Pokemon this run that I've never had before. Okay, Manectric. For this guy, I'm pretty sure he's going to try to click a non-electric move on me. Yeah, he's going to click Overheat. So I can go into Gyarados. This is not Thunderbolt. Overheat's just like more damage. It has Scope Lens as well. I could definitely use Pert here, but I am choosing not to. Okay, and now that I brought Gyarados in, it's definitely going to click Thunderbolt on me, and I go to Flygon. Flygon just outspeeds and kills this thing. Flygon's good, man. It's the first time I've had a Flygon this run. Yeah, it's really good. Now Claydol comes in. This is baiting Ice Beam. I didn't really write down oh, I did write it down a plan for this. Okay. So the plan for this is to go to Charizard on this Ice Beam. Doesn't take very much from that. I can't get Solar Beam, so then I go to Exeggutor and kill this with Egg Bomb. Claydol's design is like really cool. Yeah, I've got Solar Beam. That's actually even better than getting Ice Beamed. How did that even happen? I guess, oh, Flygon wasn't dead to Ice Beam, that's why. That's still really unlikely, because Ice Beam had Quad AI in its favor there. Wow. I mean, I'll take it. Thanks. I just want to make sure this is not like a bad move, right? This is going to be Psychic. Yeah, okay. That's a good switch for Exeggutor. Pretty surprised I got Solar Beam there. That was favorable. Okay. Now we Egg Bomb this thing. Boom. Hardest hitting grass move in the game, I think. Maybe Frenzy Plant's higher, I guess. Okay. Now we baited this Rapidash in. I'm faster than this thing, but I'm so dead to Overheat, surely, right? Yeah. So this is where I kind of like didn't fully plan. I can think about what I want to do here. I think I need to like take the Overheat with Gyarados. Which definitely doesn't do like that much. This thing also has like Hypnosis, which is why most of the Pokemon on my team have Lumberries. Yeah, that seems like a pretty good bet. I could go to Charizard, who has like a lot more HP than I thought he would. I can maybe try to think about using like Gardevoir. I don't know. Yeah. I think it makes the most sense to try to use Charizard first, honestly. Because I don't foresee Charizard having really any more value. So I'll be getting some nice like overheat chip from this thing in general. It'll be hurting itself. I might be dead to crit here. What level am I? 69 now? Okay. I don't think so. No, I'm not dead to crit. Thanks to that earlier Solar Beam. That's kind of sick. The highest damage move that I have is actually Flamethrower here. But do I outspeed this? No way, right? Yeah, I do. Okay. I'm just still gonna Flamethrower it. Just do some damage. Maybe it'll like Hypnosis me? Yes, huge. That's what I like to see. Okay. So it missed. I also have a Lumberry, like in case it wanted to do something different. Let's see here. So if I bait in the last Pokemon, it'll try to head smash me. That's actually perfect. Let's just send that again. Wow. Zara just popping off. It's claiming names. Because this fight's risky AI, it's like more likely to click Hypnosis there than it is to click Overheat. I want to say it's like 75% to try to Hypnosis me. It doesn't see a kill. So I took advantage of that there. Now this is like gotta be Head Smash, right? There's just no way that it's anything else. This thing has Explosion, which you can't use, EQ, which you can't use, Double Edge, and Head Smash. So we just go to Pert here. Pert doesn't really take any damage in this thing. It has a Quick Claw, which is why it's pretty frustrating. But because I have a Soft Sand, I can kill it with EQ from 68. Job, Pert. Pert's really good for those Quick Claw Pseudo Widows in general. He's been kind of making a name for himself with those. Alright, yeah, and speaking of Pseudo Widows, we're about to see another one since it's the lead on the next fight. Yep. So I gotta pull up my team. This fight always aggravates me because I just don't have like I never know like what the best answer is for these normal types in Hideout that have like really good special coverage, which I'll get into what Pokemon that is in a second. I don't need Gardevoir at the moment, not for this fight. But it's been pulling some weight the last couple fights. It's been really good. Gyarados. I'm actually going to bring Granbull out again to once again participate in this fight. I'm getting Scyther out. I made these plans for like these fronts probably like over a week ago at this point. So when I'm reading these out loud, it's like genuine surprise. I'm like, oh wow, this is what I planned? Yeah. I'm gonna mute this real quick and spend some time leveling up my my Wynot. He's very low leveled and I need him to be level 70. He's gonna evolve into Wobbuffet much later at like 64. Wobbuffet, as far as I can tell, is like one of the best counters I have to this like stupid Clefable on this fight that has a Quick Claw and has like crazy special coverage. I don't really want to risk like one of my fighting types to like a Quick Claw crit or something. And Wobbuffet has really good special defense against like non-stab moves, you know, like so that kind of makes him a really good candidate for this fight and for another fight in Hideout that we'll get to later. Level 70 on Wobbuffet is totally fine. I like it really has like only niche use on this split in general. Um, it has niche use. It's a tough phrase to say. It has niche use in general. I would say like in this game, you like rarely want to use it. It's really your best option. A lot of times you're like risking a crit, but in this particular case, I think I'm just risking double crit, which is like below my personal threshold of worrying about. There's like a lot of prep for this fight. I do not want this to have that. I have like a lot of notes for myself. I have to like pre-damage two of my Pokemon. I have to teach a bunch of moves. Let's teach the moves now. I've had a couple of fights where I've forgotten to teach a move, and that is just a personal annoyance of mine. I really do not like when I forget to teach moves. First one is I gotta teach Kingdra Ice Beam. It already knows it. Cool. I gotta teach Shadow Ball to Granbull. It already knows it. Great. I gotta teach Ice Beam back to Gator. I think this already knows Ice Beam. Make sure. Yep. Lots of Ice Beam knowers. Okay. I don't know if I have the experience share in my bag. I do. I want to give it to Scyther. And I need to give some some levels out to some people. King Drew's gonna hit 69. Surprised it's only 67. I must have not really used it in this gym very much. I'm gonna delay Scyther evolution. Didn't realize that was gonna happen. I forgot about that. The reason I'm delaying Scyther is because I did this in my last run. I think it's generally really helpful in Tate and Liza's gym to have a Scyther. It's a really fast hitting bug type that like hits really hard. Um, that's like a payout for keeping your Scyther. It's also, if you evolve it into a Scizor, like one of the best counters in the game to like all the annoying Exegutors in the split. But I also have a Fortress in my box, which really makes the decision easy for me. Um, on my last run, I just kept it as a Scyther and risked a bunch of stuff on Exegutors because that run was kind of already in a lot of trouble. And I was like, whatever, I'll just try this out. And it worked out for me. But in general, I think that it's probably better to use Scizor over Scyther, even though they're both viable and have different things that they do, which I think is super cool. I think that's really like interesting that like, both versions of Scyther and Scizor, you can make a case for them. Just lums all around. I don't have any citruses for this fight. I do need to do a little bit of pre-damage. Set HP 4 to 120. Set HP 5 to 63. That's what I have written down. Yeah, this seems like a bit more technical of a fight. So that's interesting. Okay, let's go. Let's move on. Some interesting machines lying around. I'm just gonna check over my line real quick. Yeah. All right. Flygon kind of goes crazy on this fight. It's really useful. Yeah, you blagged about Groudon. There's a Groudon in here, believe it or not. Okay. So this lead is an exploding Sudowoodo. It's choice banded, it only has explosion. Flygon actually just straight up outspeeds this and kills it with Earthquake, which is nice. Just gets it out of the way. Next we have Clefable. And the reason I did this lead specifically is because I'm now dead to Ice Beam, which is like legitimately the best move for my Wobbuffet to switch in on. Ice Beam does like pretty much nothing to Wobbuffet. And it can't freeze me because we are in the sun. Yeah. So now this thing can either Fire Blast me or Solar Beam me. Those are the two options. I would really much rather that it Fire Blast me because that does more damage. I don't die to crit either way. Awesome. You're dead, dude. That's what I needed it to do. If it Solar Beam me, I had another idea for what to do, but it didn't, so no problem. Okay, now Misdreavus comes in. This Misdreavus is pretty annoying. But it cannot attract me right now because I'm a female. I go to Granbull here. This thing has Attract, Protect, Perish Song, and Mean Look. It should Protect on this switch, if I understand the AI properly. Yep. Granbull from 69 here, one-shots with Shadow Ball. So once this thing stops protecting, I'll be able to kill it. It can click like Perish Song or whatever. Yeah, that's fine. I'm switching Granbull out in the next turn anyways, so. Because I kill this thing in one shot, we're fine. Misdreavus has terrible physical bulk, so if you hit it with a Ghost move, it's gonna go down. Okay, now we baited Meganium in here. That's why Granbull's pre-damaged, because I wanted to get the move Solar Beam from this Meganium. I'm dead to Solar Beam right now, so it cannot be HP Fire. At least I should be. Yep. So now I can safely switch to Scyther. And Scyther quad resists the move Solar Beam. Takes like nothing from it. Yeah, so even a crit there wouldn't have done anything to me. I'm just gonna make sure, I definitely did this already, but I'm gonna make sure that this kills from Swarm. Scyther is in Swarm right now, and it can just, yep, Big Scissors this guy right up. Alright. We now bait Altaria in. So, Scyther is level 40, has 42 HP. This thing can either Sky Attack or Flamethrower me. What's my best idea here, I guess? I'm just gonna use Wobbuffet, or no, sorry, not Wobbuffet. Yikes! For Alligator, they're both blue, so kind of confused me. I've got a lot of Pokemon for dealing with this thing. It has also the move Sing that it couldn't have clicked there, and EQ. That was the better choice by far, getting Flamethrowered. So let me check out how Feraligatr stacks up against this. It takes like basically no damage. It doesn't one-shot with Ice Beam, but it comes close. This thing has leftovers, so I'll just two-shot it. Yep. So my Lumberry will trigger with Feraligatr, but I just get to kill this thing anyways. I've been using Feraligatr like so much in this split that it's just continually taking on experience, pushing its way up to probably get to 70 after this encounter with Ninetales. Okay, so Feraligatr baits what from this Ninetales? Solar Beam. It could Calm Mind as well, or it could HP Electric. I think the most likely thing that it does here is Calm Mind because it doesn't see a kill. I don't particularly care about that. This thing only has a leftovers, so I can just bring in my boy Flygon to outspeed this and one-shot it. Yeah. So it's got a Calm Mind up. That's totally fine. This Flygon being adamant is kind of crazy. It's so fast and it hits so hard. That fight went really smoothly. Like really, really smoothly. I'm super happy with that. The whole Wobbuffet thing was kind of funny. I brought Kingdra because if Wobbuffet would have gotten Solar Beamed, Miracle would not have killed the Clefable. So I would have needed to go to Kingdra to actually kill it. Kingdra would have been switching on Fire Blast and like, you know, doing the dirty work. Yeah, like Clefable is super annoying, and I would feel like I have to end up using my Wobbuffet on it all the time, whenever I encounter it. So, if anybody is aware of a better counter to it, let me know. That I might have had or didn't have or whatever. Alright, and we're actually at the last grunt, so this will be the last fight of the video. It only has 5 Pokemon, so seems like it would be easy, and it kind of is. It also kind of isn't, because it has like some pretty annoying Pokemon in it, including like a Wobbuffet that's not the lead. So I had to kind of carefully plan this fight. Let's see who we're bringing. We're going to keep Gramble. He's been the star of the video. He's going to be my lead for this fight, actually. It feels good to see Wob in the box now. You know, just having like Why Not along for the ride was getting old. I'm happy to have this guy. Something else, for like this late in the game, when you're on the split of the game, you want to have it like at least a couple Pokemon that are below level 60, like this Persian, that you can use to repel Manip. So that's one candidate for that. I have another one somewhere. I just removed Wobbuffet from the candidacy list, but that's fine. I don't remember what it is. Maybe I don't have another one. Maybe Wobbuffet was the other one. Oh yeah, it's Masquerain. Oh, and Ampharos, I guess, technically, although that's my only electric type, so I'll probably end up needing it at some point. So Kingdra is coming. I need Fortress. Get rid of this Scyther. That was cool that he beat that Meganium. I think it's kind of hard to counter. Thick Fat Meganium is pretty evil. Alright, I'm gonna heal my party up. Even though this is a fairly different team from the one that just came. Let's get out some berries and stuff. I wish there was a way that I could do all this prep like before the video starts, but when I'm going from fight to fight like this, you know, I just gotta like kind of take this chill time between fights. I'm not very nervous for this next one, like really at all. Not at all. It's gonna be totally fine. I do have some like AI stuff to talk about for the next fight, which is fun. I love talking about AI stuff. It's one of my favorite things about the game in general is learning about the AI and understanding it. Okay. Yeah, yep. I'm not missing anything for this, right? No. This is like a very silly team. I'm going to be doing a lot of silly stuff in general, and that makes me like mildly nervous because if like I missed anything, then that could be really troublesome, honestly. Is Breloom better for this fight than Pert? No, not really. Breloom would just die to quick block crit. That's like what Breloom's for, is for risking on Agrons. I don't know. Nah, I'm just gonna use Pert. It'll be fine. We got everybody we need. Do I need any moves taught? Oh, I need to do something important that I almost forgot about, and that's to paralyze Gramble, my lead. It's not every day that you paralyze the Pokemon that you're sending out first in the fight, but it is this day. Okay. So we have a lead Solrock here. This Solrock, when it's looking at Granbull, this thing has the moves Explosion, Shadow Ball, Will-O-Wisp, and Light Screen. My goal is to get this thing to explode into Gengar. My Granbull is slower than Solrock, so it's at the moment not very likely that it's going to explode. Right now, what it's seeing is that Explosion is 40% minus 3, it's faster. 40% minus 1, plus 0 is 10%, and plus 2 is 10%, because this is faster and this fight is risky AI. Will-O-Wisp has minus 10 because I'm paralyzed. Shadow Ball, which is its only attacking move, is minus 10 because I'm a normal type, and then its last move is Light Screen. Light Screen is 80-20 minus 2 plus 0 until it's up, and then it's minus 8. So this first turn, it's 50-50 to boom on me, actually, because the only other move that it can click is Light Screen. So let's just hope that it booms. That'd be cool. If it's up to a Light Screen, I don't really care at all. Okay. Cool. No Light Screen. Just get to take care of it right away. Alright. Now we bait Wobbuffet. That was what I wanted to do. I don't remember what this Wobbuffet's moves are, but I assume that they're like what the same as all Wobbuffets. It's Destiny Bond, Safeguard, Mirror Coat, Counter. So this thing is really likely to Mirror Coat, just like the last one that I fought. Yep. Even though it has Destiny Bond and it's risky AI, Mirror Coat is way more likely because that also is affected by risky AI and it also gets a chance at +4. So yeah, Destiny Bond, you just really don't see it. Now we got Weezing. So this Weezing can also boom, which is a little irritating. It can also Shadow Ball or Fire Blast me, which is, all of that's fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go, since this thing cannot boom on me, I'm going to go to Kingdra. It also can't gunk shot me, which is its 4th move, because Gengar resists that and doesn't take enough damage from it. Yeah. So, okay, that's fine actually that I got defense dropped. Not a big deal at all. I'm just gonna double check something real quick. This could become a problem at some point. I need this thing to explode sooner than later. I want it to explode now. It can go for gut shot right now or explosion. Yeah, there we go. Good. It could not fire blast me, which is like the important thing. That did a shit ton of damage, damn. Alright, now we got Houndoom coming in. What's really nice about this is this Houndoom has Pursuit, but it can never click it because I'm only dead to the move Heat Wave. So, I think I just go straight to Flygon on this Heat Wave. I'm never dead to crit, it doesn't have priority. Yeah. I can get burned, but I have a Lumberry. Yeah. We're totally fine here. Yeah, that's what Lumberry's for. Dude, Flygon is a goat for just dealing with this thing. It's great. That crit did not matter. Then the last Pokemon is Aggron. It makes a sweet like train noise when he comes in. So let me see. I think this thing. I'm gonna get rid of Levitate real quick. Yeah, the highest damage move is Superpower, even if I ignore Levitate. So it could also potentially be Head Smash. Doesn't really matter which one it is. Hurt kind of takes both of those, which is what I need him to do. This Aggron also has a Quick Claw, which is pretty annoying. But we'll make do. I cannot believe how little damage that does. And now this thing's quad weak to EQ, so it's dead. I was only dead a double crit there, not even like dead all the time. The double crit. So that was fairly free. And it wouldn't need to like Quick Claw with one of those crits. So the Kingdra thing, the defense drop kinda could have messed me up like a little bit. I think it was still pretty safe because I would have kept pivoting between Fortress and Kingdra on Fire Blast and Gunk Shots, which Fortress is immune to Gunk Shot, until it exploded. And Kingdra takes like so little damage from Fire Blast that it's pretty okay. I think if I would have gotten crit with the Shadow Ball initially, that could have been, and defense drop, that would have been really, really bad. Definitely. But what would have happened is I probably would have just had to like stall it out of Gunk Shots, which only has 8 PP, and then had it boom on Fortress, which would have been super risky because it could have also Flame Fire Blasted. I don't know. Either way, it didn't have to happen. That just worked out and it was all good. Anyway, that's it for this video. I'm gonna keep going and just record the next 2 fights and make them one video, Courtney and Maxie. So, yeah, I'll record that and post it as well. Until then.